Good evening. This is All India Radio, Kohima. I'm Jonas Yantan with Evening News. The headlines. Prime Minister Modi says apart from building health infrastructure, government is equally focusing on spreading awareness about preventive care for various illness. Union Agriculture Minister Tomar says empowerment of agriculture sector is important for country and the society. Union Education Minister Pradhan calls upon American institutions to partner with India in rapidly transforming education and skilling landscape. And 45-day skill upgradation program on handloom weaving commences in Wokha. Now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that apart from building health infrastructure, the government is equally focusing on spreading awareness about preventive care for various illness. Addressing a mega medical camp organized at Olpat in Surat through video conferencing today, Prime Minister said better health is a gateway for better future. He said the government is giving utmost priority to health and encouraging people's participation in the health sector. Modi congratulated Olpat Member of Parliament Mukesh Patel for organizing such a huge mega medical camp for the marginalized people. Teams of government as well as private doctors are providing diagnosis and treatment service to over 1 lakh poor and needy people of the district at the camp. Chief Minister Bhupendra Patel said BJP President C.R. Patil were present on the occasion. Union Agriculture Minister Narendra Singh Tomar has said that empowerment of the agriculture sector is important for the country and society. Tomar said this while launching the Project Management Unit on Public-Private Partnership (PPP) in agriculture in New Delhi today. He said a PPP model can be the ideal model for growth in agriculture sector by focusing on enhancement of farmers' income. He added that the government is undertaking continuous steps to strengthen the agriculture sector through various schemes like the Agriculture Infrastructure Fund worth 1 lakh crore rupees, setting up of 10,000 farmers, producers, organizations and Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima scheme. Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan has called upon American institutions and companies to partner with India in rapidly transforming education and skilling landscape. Pradhan today participated in the India Ideas Summit organized by the U.S.-India Business Council and the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, International Affairs, South Asia. He said education and skill development are important pillars of Indo-US relations. The minister called for greater academic collaboration between higher education institutions in both the countries for offering twinning, joint degrees and dual degree programs. Speaking about the national education policy, Pradhan elaborated its role in empowering 21st century learners and building a vibrant, future-ready workforce. The minister said India has a large young and educated population who are an asset to any industry globally if they are provided focused training and capacity building as per industry requirement. A 45-day skill upgradation program on handloom weaving under the Samad scheme commenced today at Blue Hill Colony, Wokha. The scheme is aimed to promote skilling and skill upgradation in traditional sectors with Charity Club Multipurpose Society Wokha as the implementing partner for the Wokha district. Speaking during the inaugural function, STO Civil Ziti said that instead of only focusing on the traditional method, the trainees have to follow up with the modern machinery and work hard. Assistant Director Weaving, Weavers Service Centre, Dimapur, Naresh Jampulkar said the institute implements a cluster development model to stimulate dormant clusters by intervening in the areas of production, technology, marketing and skill development to enhance productivity, competitiveness with collective efforts and initiatives of individual units. President of Lotha Mothers Hoho, Thungpeni Nguli said such training will make women independent. Looking at the unemployment issue, she opined that such initiatives will ease and open opportunities to become self-dependent. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News on Air app and YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. Pursuant upon the detection of African swine fever in various locations of Kohima district, Deputy Commissioner Shanavas C. has declared Kezocha as infected zone and a 10-kilometer radius from the infected premises as surveillance zone. He also informed the public to strictly adhere to the following restrictions in the said locations until further order of the ban of pig slaughter, ban on import and export of pigs and piglets, and ban on transportation of pigs and pork. Union Ministry of Gold has amended Mineral Concession Rules MCR 1960 with a view to decriminalize its provisions. The MCR regulates the application and grant of mineral concessions such as reconnaissance permit, prospecting license, and mining lease. Coal Ministry said these concessions are prerequisites for development and operationalization of mines, entailing several compliances on the part of businesses. Government has been taking initiatives for reducing compliances for business and citizens. To further promote and boost the ease of doing business policy of the government, the amendment in MCR decriminalized 68 provisions, whereas penalty has been reduced for 10 provisions of MCR. Express provision has been introduced for adjustment of additional or shortfall royalty. Further rate of penal interest on delayed payment of rent, royalty, fee or other sums due to the government has been reduced from 24% to 12%. The government has announced that it will set up 300 cargo terminals under the PM Gati Shakti framework over the next 4 to 5 years to reduce the logistics cost by a huge margin and attract more cargo to railways. The decision is expected to add a great impetus to the economy. Briefing media about the cabinet decision on the policy on long-term leasing of railways land for implementing the PM Gati Shakti framework in New Delhi today, Railways Minister Ashwini Vaishnav said that this project will not only reduce logistics cost by 2 to 3%, but generate over 1 lakh job opportunities in the next 4 to 5 years. He said Rail Ministry has received 93 firms' applications for setting up multimodal cargo terminals. Union Home and Cooperation Minister Amit Shah said that a committee has been constituted to draft National Cooperative Policy for Holistic Development. Inaugurating a 2-day national conference of the state cooperation ministers in New Delhi, Shah said every state will have representation in it and former Union Minister Suresh Prabhu will head the committee. He said a policy's focus area will be free registration, computerization, and democratic elections. Shah said focus will also be on ensuring active membership, professionalism in leadership, and transparency, being responsible and answerable, and all the discussions are held with the stakeholders. The Cooperation Minister said currently there are 65,000 active primary agricultural credit societies, PACS, in the country. He said government has decided to establish 3 lakh PACS in the next 5 years. The Supreme Court is likely to hear a batch of petitions challenging the Citizenship Amendment Act, CAA, on 12th of this month. A bench led by Chief Justice of India, U.U. Lalit, is likely to hear over 200 petitions filed challenging the 2019 Act. The CAA came into effect on 10th January 2020, which seeks to make migrants belonging to Hindu, Sikh, Buddhist, Jain, Parsi or Christian communities from Afghanistan, Bangladesh or Pakistan eligible for citizenship. And now 20 news, here are the main points again. Prime Minister Modi says apart from building health infrastructure, government is equally focusing on spreading awareness about preventive care for various illness. Union Agriculture Minister Tomar says empowerment of agriculture sector is important for the country and society. Union Education Minister Pradhan calls upon American institutions to partner with India in rapidly transforming education and skilling landscape. And 45-day skill upgradation program on handloom weaving commences in Wokha. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.